Solar,
Right.
nice to see you again.
Yeah. Thanks for doing this. So could you please tell me a little bit about your Métis background?
Sure, of course. So I grew up in Penetanguishene. It's also known as the land of the White Rolling Sands, and it's on Georgian Bay in Ontario. This is an area that has a long Métis history. So my Métis background does come from my mother's side, my maternal side. And to be honest, I'm not connected as deeply as I would like to be into the politics of the culture, but I hope that I can answer some of your questions
Yeah,
today.
that's totally fine.
Okay, so it's more part of who my family is, and again, I know some information, but again, I wouldn't call myself an expert by any means, but hopefully, I can provide you some information.
That makes sense. So just so I get it right, the treaties with the Manitoba Métis, so you'd kind of be coming at this from the outside?
More in the background, I'd say. You would hear stories where stories about the Sash and stories about Louis Riel, and but wasn't really political in much of that sense. But again, part of my family.
Yeah, because it's with the Manitoba Métis.
It's no, the Métis Nation of Ontario.
Okay. Right. Like
Yes,
one
but the
community,
treaty,
yes.
yes, the
Yeah.
Treaty of Manitoba Métis, yes.
So before this treaty, did you have much like sense of where the Métis stood legally?
No, not in my community necessarily. So I would say that uh, I knew about the Red River Métis out of Manitoba, and that they're their own nation and their own history with Riel and with the Manitoba Act. But as a Métis person from Ontario, I did still follow it, but it was still important to us, but I didn't have a lot of history and a lot of understanding of the politics.
Yeah. Okay. And when it got signed in 2024, what was your reaction?
Uh, Again, I honestly only really knew a little, but I really didn't have a lot of background in the treaty signature or the signing of the treaty. Um, I did think that it was good, long overdue, and the way that I understood it, that Canada was finally recognizing the Red River Métis and their own government, and even from Ontario, it felt like something shifted.
Did you have a sense of what it changes day to day?
From what I gathered, they run their own affairs now and their membership and elections without the federal government overseeing on top of all of it. But the specifics, that's more your area after, maybe some of the research that you've done. Have you done some research?
Yeah, that's fair.
Good.
So, like, the treaty leaves out land, no harvesting rights. Do you think that's like, does that stick out to you?
Yeah, it does actually, because I've heard that this was it was a land issue from many, many years back. So it
Yeah,
does stick out. I do know a bit. Yeah.
yeah, the Manitoba Act. 1.4 million acres were promised.
Right. That's a promise that has never been kept. So if anything, except for the land, it's a big piece that they leave out. But I do know how the feels about it. It's likely quite mixed.
Do you ever think that, like, about whether your own community in Ontario might get something like this one day?
Actually, sometimes it would be nice. Ontario is a different situation, different province altogether. But seeing that Manitoba is there and they've gotten to that point, I feel hopeful about it, and it makes me feel like anything is possible, really.
You know, some First Nations have like pushed back on this treaty. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, honestly, I don't know enough to take on that side. I just hope to see fairness for everyone. One group getting recognized shouldn't come at another's expense. So it would feel that we would just really like to see the Métis people have equal representation and equality.
Ah, that's fair. So, would you call it decolonization or something less?
Part way, I'd say it gives standing as a nation. And I feel like that matters. Decolonization, to me, that's got to include land as well. So it's a beginning, but it's not the whole picture.
Yeah. Last one. What would you want students watching to take from it?
I would just say that the Métis have been around for a very long time. The Métis Nation has been established as people all over the country, and this was something that the people waited for a or for many generations. I'm just one Métis woman from Ontario, from a small town, but even on the edge of it, hopefully you can see that it does mean a lot. So I feel like we can take a lot away from this.
That's great. Thank you so much for helping with my civics project.
No problem. And it was nice to see you again, Solar. Thanks
Nice to
very
see you.
much. Thank you.